They've played more than 125 times in their history, and it might not be the most well-known rivalry in the country, but for the Heels and the Cavs, the South's oldest rivalry will always mean a lot. Welcome to Charlottesville, home of the Virginia Cavaliers. The Tar Heels will boot it away to start the game. Here's the return from inside his 10. So the Virginia Cavaliers offense will go to work first. There was nothing but joy on Franklin Street, and the sky was Carolina blue as the Heels rolled in the last meeting.
Yeah, they took care of business. It didn't look like much of a rivalry. I know this game's been played a lot, but last year, it wasn't really a game, Jesse.
Yeah, there's tons of emotion, but only happy feelings for UNC. They started fast and they finished strong.
Wants to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Bryson. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Harrison. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And here comes the Heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
Nice move to keep running. Solid run. Picks up 6 and gets it to the 28. Let's take a minute here and think about Virginia. They had a win on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star linebacker giving a verbal commitment, and getting good talent like that is what a program. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The Cavaliers will punt it away on 4th down. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So North Carolina's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed. He's got game-breaking ability.
Turning it on! He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. Gets the back moving. Trying to get the corner. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Tar Heels with the 1st and 10. Trying to run, it's Gauze. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
At this part of the field in the red zone, offensively, you're bringing all these tight ends in the game. You'd like to be more physical at the point of attack. That's why you're bringing the big bodies in, but they couldn't get it done up front, and as a result, it's a negative play.
Lopez to pass. Firing to the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels. And they have the first point of the game. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
And the point after is good. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. leaves it with the back. Oh, better look out. Turning on the Jets. Big pickup on the ground into plus territory, and they get him out of bounds at the 41. And the Cavaliers, huge run. Let's see if they can do it again. He'll take it himself. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Cavaliers are on the move. Looking downfield on first down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Cavaliers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. They'll run the screen. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
It's complete. Oh, and he thought he might be able to wiggle his way into the end zone, but they knock him down at the 3. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Takes the handoff. It's Gauze. There he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Tar Heels racing to the line in the hurry-up.
That is exactly what you want from your offense. Create some space, get out
What
of the
was
shadow
that?
of your
Why
own
you
end zone,
stop?
Palmer, and make it easier on this offense.
Yeah, it's nice when you have a running back like that, too, that can create that space for you. Now, if you're the play caller, your entire playbook is wide open.
Lopez wants to fire. Get it out on the screen. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats.
North Carolina 7, Virginia 0.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down.
How's that? How the fuck is that not interference, man?
They roll the dice.
I can't stand that shit.
Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. To the air on first down. Right down the middle. He makes the catch. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the first down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
Get that.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. All right, guys, let's talk for just a moment about Virginia. Good pickup on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star offensive lineman gives them a verbal, and this is the type of talent they need to get into the program and then develop.
Yeah, and this really was more of an emotional decision, I think, for him as well. He's been a fan of this program ever since he was a young boy, and now he's getting a chance to live out his dreams. As a 3-star, he had opportunities to go elsewhere, to play in better conferences against better competition, but this for him felt like home, and now he has a chance to go out and live that dream.
Let's it fly. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Never a doubt. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the snap, it's Gauze. Breaks into the open. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
You cannot let that happen to you defensively. That is the definition of getting gashed. They didn't have one guy in their front 7 even get a finger on that guy.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's French. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. This rivalry runs really deep, guys. It's the 3rd most played in the FBS.
That's crazy, Reese. It's just crazy to think about all the rivalries across college football. And I love the orange and blue and the baby blue in this showdown every year.
They've been playing since 1892, man. That's a long time. And that's something that I think fans, players, and coaches are aware of. This game is very special.
Lopez to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Rodgers. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Now improvising. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Punts it out of the air. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Into the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina. Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Keeps it on the draw. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Let's take a minute here and think about Virginia. Always nice to get a win on the recruiting trail. They feel like they did, landing a 3-star wide receiver, verbal commitment. They feel like he has the type of talent that can help a program at this level.
It's going to help their offense, right?
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. The Cavaliers will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. On the run, it's Gauze. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Lopez wants to fire. Looking left. It's caught. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Rodgers. Oh, he's got some space. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll run it on 1st and goal. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Headed outside for the line. It's Gauze. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Here we go on 4th and goal, ground to cover. He's looking to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, UNC! Fired in from the red zone for the score. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18.
And that's his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to...
Fires one high and deep. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. It looked like a catch, but they'll say he was out of bounds. And the Cavaliers line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll return it from around the 50. And the returner will be dragged down. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. One back in the backfield, he gets to carry.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Power football with the run. Runs through the tackle. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And the Tar Heels really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Lopez to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Rodgers. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. The Cavaliers will kick it off to start the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
You just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock.
Turning it on! And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Tar Heels moving quickly to the line.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down.
Brings up second down.
That's reeled in. It's Shipp. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Lopez wants to fire. Flushed out of the pocket. Throwing on the run. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And how about this young fella? He's slinging the pill, man. His completion percentage is through the roof. Dude, he's over 80% right now. Everything he's throwing is working, using the whole field, using multiple receivers. He looks like a different cat from what we've seen all throughout the season.
They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Wants to keep it in the air. The screen, he can go. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Quarterback making checks. On third and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Touchdown, Tar Heels! And the route is on. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Got room at the 35.
And it's just a pick-your-poison thing for this defense. They decide to play man-to-man, really good coverage in the back end, taking away the pass, but then what happened? The quarterback sees it. Not only does he see it, everybody trailing their guys, so much space for him. He takes off and makes the huge run for this offense.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
From the shotgun, the inside give. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This time he's got his man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Cavaliers look to do some damage in the red zone. The give to the tailback. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
The offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical.
Got enough space. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. The Cavaliers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Barges ahead. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And on that situation on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got...
Touchdown, Cavaliers! Fit it in the window for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these 2 guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be prepping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
You'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. Lopez to pass. Quickly complete. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The Tar Heels want to pick up the tempo. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
It's about the Jimmies and the Joes, and when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And the Tar Heels are on the move. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Running to the left. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Quickly to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to...
There he goes. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Touchdown, North Carolina! And the beatdown has ensued. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide. The Tar Heels putting their foot down as they start to pull away from the Cavs.
North Carolina raising up, meeting the Cavaliers in this rivalry game and doing exactly what they want to do.
Well, they're just making more plays, and they just seem like they are locked in. From the opening whistle, UNC has been the team ready to go.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Wants to throw on first down. Got rid of it just in time. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. That's caught. It's Sullivan. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Cavaliers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Tight end getting vertical. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. From the gun, running back on the move. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It's
pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The decision to go for it does not pan out. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Making side adjustments here. Lopez wants to fire. Buys a little extra time. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. After the incompletion, looking at 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Oh, he wants it all. Got it in stride at the 15. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Cavaliers will punt this one away. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yards on the punt. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the... Breaks into the open.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the fourth quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game. Being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Got the first down and more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Tar Heels want to move quickly. They go to the ground. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They had a great day today.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Lopez to pass. Fires to the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. The sure hands, it's Harrison. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Grabbed behind the line, it's Sullivan. Defense will use a timeout. 22 seconds remaining in the game.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Caught over the middle. It's Sullivan. Timeout called by the defense, and the clock is stopped with 18 seconds left. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. The Tar Heels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Lopez wants to fire. Lets it fly. Makes the catch on the left. And that's how you finish it off. Scoring on the final play of the game doesn't affect the outcome. Just a little cherry on top of the sundae. The latest chapter of the South's oldest rivalry in the books, and it is North Carolina who takes home the win over Virginia. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.